If I can I? What? Yeah, I just had to take off the border from the screen. I was doing that when I was playing something else.
Trevor is a good Roomba.
So we heard you wanted Trevor merch? Is that Destiny?
Yep.
I want Trevor merch.
I just want to get a Trevor t-shirt or hoodie. Well, I need a hoodie bad, so I'll probably get a hoodie before I get
I don't even know what Trevor looks like. You said Roomba.
Trevor is the best Roomba.
Roomba.
He is the best Roomba. Don't you worry. Trevor is the best Roomba.
Surprise.
Yes. Yes.
I love Trevor.
Trevor merch coming soon.
Trevor merch?
Yeah, it's a t-shirt. Now, they only posted one thing of it, and it's a t-shirt. It's a red, like, circle that, like, fades and, like, kind of evil looking, and then it says TR3-VR on it.
I love it.
Someone replied to it saying, "Shut up and take my clever."
Yep.
Oh, you spawned in.
Shit.
Yeah, we gotta retry this. Timer's going.
Boop.
Okay.
I was turning off my phone.
What if we run past the big area with with enemies? Remember how we were fighting them all? You can't?
Nope. You gotta fight them all. You gotta kill everything in your path.
Yep, every single one.
Which is really what makes the 20-minute time limit bogus.
Yep, in a way. But they've heard people complaining about it, so they might increase it next week. Even just 25 minutes would make it better. Because it wastes about 5 minutes killing ads and everything. So. Yeah, like literally how it works is you need to kill every ad everywhere in order to continue progressing, even in the boss fight. You won't win until you kill every enemy, including Red House.
It's kind of dumb.
Every shank, every dreg, every cloaked vandal.
Everything. Me and Effie, we finished it at 52 seconds last night. I think it took us 19 minutes to kill the boss because of that shit.
I was still sad because I lagged out. And I just kind of left you guys. I'm just like, oh no!
It's fine. You can't control your internet. And you know, if we have to, like, what's it called? I'll start doing it. If it really gets that bad.
We just want Blake to experience Trevor.
And get the gun.
Yeah, I'd like the gun. I'd like the heroic.
You will have the Trevor experience of a lifetime.
I'd like the heroic version to be done too. That I mean, I don't know when that could be happen, but you know, who knows?
Oh, that's tonight. We can do that tonight easily. Here's the thing: if we need to, you can just look up a video on where to go, and so can she, and then you can just run through it while I do it if the internet is that bad.
All right.
Or we can get someone that does know what they're doing, so they can run you through it while I glitch it out.
Well, I'm gonna have to forfeit the connection for Spartan tonight because he's gonna be doing stuff for money.
Well,
wait, did you start the thing?
Yeah, I did.
What happened?
Okay, I wasn't even. Okay, I didn't even hit the farm.
Okay. Yeah, we didn't hit the farm either. It's okay as long as it's gonna show our ships and you know when to do it.
I got a really fast connection, so it spawns me in quick.
Jesus,
well, I've got a super shitty connection, obviously.
Yeah, we both live in the sticks.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Shell both spawn really fast. We had a good connection.
What internet service do you guys have?
Verizon Fios, which is now called, what is it? Not Spectrum. It's called Spectrum.
Verizon Spectrum. Okay.
No, it's
I've
Verizon
got
Fios,
Windstream, man. This thing went bankrupt and it's still running.
which they it was bought out, and now they call it Spectrum.
Okay. So I need to just find out if I can get some Spectrum around here.
And plus, I have a solid-state hard drive, or external hard drive, which actually boosts up speed and loading times of things. So.
I'm in. And you're really far, so we're good. Alright, so we're in shipping.
Okay, good.
Jesus. Why are they so hard hitting?
Yeah, good service.
What's your light level?
700.
Oh, wow.
Ah! Ah! Ah!
What were you?
Took that shot for you.
What are you doing over there?
I was getting raped in the corner by two vandals on time.
What an experience that must have been. Oh my god. Stop
Jesus,
using
I
the
saw
torch
some
cannon.
four eyes in
Stop
my
using
face.
that. Oh my god. He's using the cannon thing that can drop.
There, teamwork. Charles died.
Jesus.
So I've got one cat sprawled out across my lap. I've got another cat shoving her face into his leg and sleeping that way. And I've got her sister curled up next to her. I just don't have eyes on Mama Q. I have 4 cats. There's only so much I can clean this house up. One of the sisters does not like to play nice with me. Don't know why, but she will find a corner somewhere and pee
She'll find a corner somewhere and pee?
it. Yep. Not in the litter box, no.
Oh, not? What the fuck? Okay. What me and my mom do for our cats is we buy one of those big, like, container bins at Walmart because they're cheap. And we cut the lid out so that the cats can get in. I'll have to send you a picture of their litter box. But it's huge. Like, there's tons of room for them. And they can't take anything out of it. So, that should help.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we, or at least this morning, I was going to get some breakfast and I watched this cat go running behind our hot water heater. I just kind of looked, I was like, where are you going back there? And then I just hear the... I was like, are you serious? Are you peeing back there right now?
Cats are assholes. But
I've just got the one. The one that's acting out.
I don't have any arc things.
I have arc, surprisingly.
I got some of those arc things. Ow.
Martin's home, I can hear
Ow.
the truck. I can hear it going. Wom, wom, wom. The dogs freak out every time he rents it.
We'll try to wrap this up. Oh, we are.
Speed run.
Man army, tons of snipers.
Yep. Oh, you got the walker?
Just
Not yet.
about.
Damn it. This thing has like no stability on it.
What, the delirium?
What is it?
No, I'm not using the Delirium because I don't even have that gun.
Oh, okay.
I'm using the Risk Runner.
Yeah, Risk Runner would be good in this fall. More big strength. Guardian down. Kill me.
Meow. Thank you, honey. Okay. I think they just about made it to the walker. Hey, wee. Okay. Turning off the Wi-Fi on his phone.
Alright, good.
At least until we get this done. Then I will have to forfeit the connection for him, that way he can do some money-making stuff for some guys on PC.
Alright.
Okay, should I use my super now?
Yep. They're all tethered over there.
They really like to like mix up the shields on here.
So I got a giggle. I found the perfect rhythm to do this too. Tracer. Fucking Tracer song gets stuck in my head. Without fail. Every time. I'll start doing this and then I'm just like...
Tracers.
Where the little what things? The flossers? You had them last. You had them by your laptop. Last time you said they were behind your laptop because I asked you where they were because I've been looking for them. Let's spin. No, you may not have this burger, even though I'm not able to eat it yet. Or as my buddy in Australia says, Macca's.
Macca's?
Yep, they're actually legitimately called Macca's.
Like officially called Macca's?
M-A-C-C-A apostrophe S. Macca's.
What's the Macca's?
Really?
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
They call it Macca's.
Like it's how their that's how their
Those
signs
the
are.
corporation, same thing.
For real? No lie.
No lie.
Literally coming from her friend in Australia.
Wow, that's pretty
Almost
crazy.
Australia.
You know, Australia and Austria are like...
He's rolling his eyes at me because I want the straw in my tea and I can't do anything because I want my tea. Really, Ori? I was contemplating sticking my face in the back and getting the straw. Like, dip my microphone in my fries and get the straw.
Should just like Hurry up, I need my fries. I understand. McDick's fries are the best fries.
McDick?
Next fries.
I've had Five Guys.
You know, there's Five Guys are the best fries, hands down. There's this place called Dick's Sporting Goods, right? And I said this when I was younger. I was just reading it. It's like, hey, let's go to.
Being a dick is gonna spit the straw cover at me.
So basically, what happened was, I was like, hey, there's big dicks over there. Let's go. But it doesn't say big dicks. It just says Dick's Sporting Goods, and I don't know why I said that. It was hilarious.
I fucking the Dick's Sporting Goods Waterbury, and the fucking Sporting Goods fell off of it. It's fucking Waterbury, so they didn't replace it for months. So it said Dicks on it.
Dicks.
So everybody just calls it Dicks. You go into Waterbury, and it's just known as the Dicks.
Go on. No. No, sir. No, you're gonna make me lose my rhythm dog.
Drain the pumpers. Pizza board.
I like the memes where it's the dog eating food and it's just like,
No.
and he's like giving criticisms on it, like crunch level. And he's like, what's this?
Yeah, that's a great game.
On a blank page.
Then there's the fucking lucid chart of animals.
Lucid chart?
Yes, there's this one guy who's demonstrating a thing called lucid chart for PC. It's
Yeah.
like a picture type of thing. And he's demonstrating it by putting all the meme names for animals in and like demonstrating it as such.
Okay.
Alright, the ship shifting.
Cool.
Do you know the way?
Fun jumping.
Yeah, I remember.
I would
the
show you the way.
Follow me,
Come
you
on.
know the way. Which one did
I
you
will
go through?
give you Ebola.
Oh my god.
That's what the Outbreak perfected is. It's Ebola.
All the way.
The Ebola gun. You must have Ebola to know the way.
Oh my god.
Joshua, sorry.
This is the way.
Bullet. Are you just like breaking all the flags?
Oh my god. Alright, Bruda, this is the jumping puzzle, my Bruda.
I remember, I was here. It was pretty much hell.
Yes, there's an easier way to get it done. Let me show you, my Bruda. Stay there.
Show you the way.
Wait, how come you didn't die?
Alright, my Bruda. Because I can jump down here at the stompies. Alright, so that flashing thing, you can jump on that from there.
Oh, you're at the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It sounded like it hurt. I could hear it through my headphones.
Wow, that takes off so much more. Okay. It's like, no, don't step there.
Come, my Bruda, I'm gonna show you the Bruda. So we go up this vent, my Bruda, and then this is basically where I don't think you've been.
Wait, was that right?
Over here.
Okay. Yeah, this is the farthest I got. Cause like thing was about to end like right up here.
Come, me Bruda. I have deja vu.
Omega.
Wait. Oh, I'm real sick, Blake. Lumbago.
What, honey? Did you find a new hole in your tooth? No, or you may not.
Oh no, I made it into here.
Shoulder
This is
tripping,
also
clever.
kind of hell.
Yeah.
No.
Alright, this should be the right one. I'll stay up here so you can get there. Right here.
No.
Hooray, let's go.
My burger.
We're getting close to Trevor. Red fan.
I must hear
The
when you
fans.
get to Trevor. I must hear. Oh, the fans. You guys are making good
So you
progress.
jump through those red lines and then you just get to the middle of the fan where I am. That should help you.
Shit. I forgot I can only stop the jump 3 times.
Hey,
Not
don't
once.
forget the one you dropped.
Alright.
No, it's on my. It's on one of the wrappers. Before you put a hair on my face.
Fans are a bitch.
I'll usually just hit the first one and then I'll be fine.
Oh god.
Right here,
Ooh,
so,
that's,
like, you're not gonna jump.
that gives me a case of anxiety.
What, the
Oh,
fans?
trust me,
Yes.
the hard mode will give you even more anxiety. Alright, stay here, Blake.
Okay.
I can make this a lot easier for you, trust me. Not by that.
Are
Once I
you in the
respawn,
dark hallway?
yes, I have to go activate all the plates so you can get across easier.
Yeah. Gabby
Yeah,
off.
It's so much fucking easier. The detection in this game sucks. I'm just gonna say it.
How many blades are there in the fan blades for the hard mode?
The same amount.
Same amount, slightly different path.
Everything from here except the Cryptarch Vault is going to be the same.
Alright.
Come on across. Stick to that blue light at the end.
So I have to ask, why, for what reason,
Wait,
does
I'm
our
alive?
Guardian take the long way in the heroic mode?
Well, no, I'm not.
I'm not sure. I think it's technically the canon way. Because you gotta remember, we're not doing this again. It's not canon that we do it again.
Yeah.
So all we know is that all the heroic stuff is the canon versions. of everything.
Oh,
It's like canon would be hard mode Crota, hard mode Multiclass, King's Fall, etc. Canon.
nice.
In here. We're gonna make it to Trevor any minute. Alright,
I must
we
hear
made
this.
it into Trevor's room. Alright, Blake, this is a map of the thing we have to do, okay?
What do we have to do?
So those red dots, those are switches. We need to activate all 4 of them. There's 2 on the left and 2
There
on the
was a
right.
map this whole time?
And then, yeah, and then over there at the very end is the door, okay?
Okay, so...
The white lines are paths that you can take.
Alright.
So those are the roads.
Okay.
Yep.
Who-
Follow me. In here?
You... Oh my god.
Here. Right, this way.
There are ways to do this without running into Trevor, though.
Go,
But I hope-
go. This way.
Alright, what's going on?
Trevor.
Trevor!
Trevor's a Roomba, right?
Trevor ain't
Run!
just a Roomba. Trevor just ain't just a Roomba, Blake. Oh, Trevor!
Ah,
Trevor!
what is that?
He's coming!
I
Blake,
can hear
he's
him in
coming!
my... I can hear him in my Astros. Oh my god,
Blake, turn around! Run to the center, to the other side! Keep running, keep running! We need to get to the switches!
Find the little cubbies!
Yeah, there's cubby holes in the walls in places. Like, alright, turn left, turn left, turn left, turn left, turn left. In here, Blake, in here. Hurry. We push, we push, we push. Just wait. This way. Let's go this way. I think we're safe.
suddenly you're calm. I guess you're out of Trevor's maze.
Alright,
Still hear him, and I have Astro, so it's like surrounding. Oh, he's close. He's very close.
He's close, but he hasn't found us yet. Alright, now we need to loop around to the left side. This way. Ow, fucking electrical gate.
Oh, you're still in Trevor's room.
Yeah.
I
So,
see him.
Blake, I don't
See him.
think
I
you've
see him.
seen- Wait, where? Okay, so you know what he looks like now. You know he's
It's the
more than
red,
Rufa.
the red light with
Well-
like the crawling blades of death in front of
Ah!
his face.
Like, he just got popped by him. I'm gonna have to come rescue him.
No!
Like, he's not just a Roomba. He's a killer Roomba of death.
No.
So you met Trevor.
Yeah.
Trevor is my favorite.
He is currently the new Destiny meme. Trevor.
I love Trevor.
Punch switch.
It just
Alright,
makes it
door's
all the
open.
better that there's no music for this whole round while I'm sitting here doing this.
Yeah, I know.
That's what makes it so good for you guys. It's just the utter silence, and then you just hear the scraping of the blades coming up from the bottom of the hallway.
Alright, it's time to use the jank ass elevator, Blake. This elevator's not gonna go all the way up. We're gonna have to jump all on the platform.
Yeah.
So look up. It's gonna stop a couple of times, which is why it's the jank ass elevator. It's broken as fuck. But that's the catwalk we can get to.
You're jumping off or jumping onto something up here?
We're jumping up onto that catwalk up there. Now. Alright, be careful. Make sure you jump at the end of this.
I did the whole catch me.
There you go. Hey,
If you bump into him, if you bump into him, you can actually. It's essentially you're being caught. So
I hit
like,
my head on the ceiling a couple times and it didn't damage me.
Yeah,
Nice.
you landed it. It didn't damage you either. That's good shit. Alright, come over this way. Alright, we've entered the Cryptarch Vault.
take some of the gold.
Alright, Blake,
Wow.
name the password.
I will leave you completely unsatisfied.
Password granted.
Get it? Cryptarch?
Drifter wants me to go back into this, by the way. Drifter wants me to
That's
go
your own.
back.
Well,
He's
that's the
wanting
thing.
me to go back into the Cryptarchs thing.
Yeah, I know, we already did, technically.
Is there something there?
No, he just wants to see if there's any old weapons that are still there.
It's like a lot of really interesting stuff. Like, is there anything you can interact with in there?
Nope. Well, yes, but only in the hard mode. Alright, we're at the boss fight. Blake,
Really?
where at?
So, well, I'm gonna have to come back in hard mode in order to get what Drifter wants out of the arc.
No, those best like you have this and stuff. He doesn't really do anything.
No.
That kills me guys. Snipers, etc. Feels better because the only ads that are going to spawn are two ads. Section.
So where are you guys at now?
Boss fight.
Oh, sweet.
And you won't be able to do the hard mode first, right? You'll have to find something for that.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he's taking a nap. So the only interaction you can have in the Cryptarch's Vault is in hard mode, and that's just to shut off the floor, right?
Yeah. I put temperature lost. The server is going to spawn. I'm going to tether it, and then just hit up the server. Regardless. One server down.
Good job.
There's he's over there on the left. We're gonna have to take out the tank.
Hi, must you run across my lap every time I'm playing? Yeah.
Alright, Blake, I'm gonna hit the servitor again with my tether, because that was the Arbalist.
Oh shit! I didn't have the art. I don't have the art on.
Oh, that's okay. Not a problem. Better get rid of all the shanks. Nice. No servers will spawn again. Now it's just damage to the boss. Last feather going out. Now switch out to a golden gun.
You got all the time in the world.
Oh, Blake, you're also gonna get that one.
Oh, nice.
The one I have on, so we like that one.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, don't kill that guy.
2 tanks. Okay.
Yep. That's the third, the fourth, and fifth boss. Because we already killed the second, third, first. Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna get harder. Thanks for asking.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, this is gonna get infuriating.
Just be prepared to die a bunch to the tanks. It's just how it happens.
Like, literally, the boss fight is just you throwing yourself at anything. Some shanks up there, right? Boss.
And the turrets are just completely fucking unnecessary. Like, what the fuck?
The good thing about the turrets is I don't think they spawn.
No, they don't. But you gotta think about it. That captain that you fight, that big ass captain, he's like the most heavily defended fight in the game. He's like the safest captain ever, and we go in and just wreck his shit.
It's true.
Guardian down.
Like Aramis for the Pirate Queen, sure throwing everything to help him.
He's got, let's look at this. He's got 2 large class servitors. He's got pretty much endless shanks. He's got a sniper deployment and a stealth deployment. He's got 2 walkers and 2 mounted plasma cannons. He is the most secure captain in the game. He's the most secure boss in the game. And he's just got as many foot soldiers as his heart desires.
Guardian down.
Yep.
He's just like... you leave the captain for last, you think Mithrax would come in and fight him?
No. You can't leave him for the last. The tanks will keep spawning and stuff.
That's...
Yeah, so he is
so
the
he's...
final boss.
Is he?
Oh no, you're pushing over there.
You can do it. I believe in you.
We'd have 19 minutes.
How many enemies you got left?
Well, they're gonna keep respawning with us. Right now we have a couple snipers in the back.
So the snipers, the 2 tanks, and the main boss?
Yep. Like whenever you get the super destroyer. Unless you're already
I think all this is a little bit unnecessary.
Yeah, right?
Someone's overcompensating for something.
Now think about this in the span of 20 minutes is the normal way to play this.
They wouldn't have been able to do it. Timer probably would have cut out here, honestly. Like, I've been through it enough normally.
They give him a torch hammer to boot, like he can't have a regular weapon, he's gonna have this.
Have a rock.
Wasn't this actually just the House of Devils trying to make a comeback? Wasn't this the entire House of Devils that we just ran through?
No, this is the entire. It's a lot more than that. This
Why
is
are
just
they
like
purple?
them trying to get. I don't know. That's like some weird thing they could have changed them like they did in the track.
No, all they have to do is
one
just
captain with
yeah,
Devil's
all they would have
colors
to do
and
is just pull the assets from Destiny 1. That's really all they would have had to have done is just pull the assets from Destiny 1.
True. Yeah, these are the House of Devils right now. This is the first time we're fighting Aramis' crew.
Yeah, and if you read the lore... Actually, yeah, when you read the lore, the skiff that comes in is actually the skiff that Mithrax and the Hunter and the Warlock were on. For their little 3-man fighter team.
That means Hunter and the Warlock are shooting at us for fun.
Well, if you read the lore, the Hunter and the Warlock are... Like, they have no idea what's going on, you remember? They're just like, he's a fucking stranger, he's not one of us.
True.
Maybe that skiff isn't the one, because there's a skiff that comes in, I think that's actually, the one that mission is actually the one that's supposed to be dropping off the ads. Because he goes in and he talks to them, and he assures them that it's over at the end.
Boss is just about dead.
Can I come in then?
Oh yeah, come on.
Take a while to live. Sweet.
Yep, they got the last sniper in the back, now just a couple tanks.
I'm gonna eat a French fry.
That tank is the right tank.
French fries.
Yeah, now you can eat. Oh, the tanks are down. Nice gold. Wait, we need to wait for her to get in here.
Okay.
Yeah, we always put time.
Yeah, I'm still black screen.
Yeah, let her. There we go. Now.
Hey!
This is how you're gonna be able to.
have got the gun.
I'm running! Where are you at?
Done. Back in the middle.
Now what do we do?
Wait,
I made it to the
Oh,
plaza.
hey!
got the gun.
So Shifty, do you think you might be able to do the hard mode with us, or?
Well, I'm gonna eat first.
Alright, well, yeah, do that. I'm gonna grab my pretzels, so I'll be right back.
Pretzels. Ben walks over, he's like, "You're eating something, I want it." No. No. No, Sven. It's not yours.
Yes. Signed, please. Done. Goodbye.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Okay, I can take a break. 3 hours down to City for dead orbit. 3 hours up again. Not enough time. Hi again.
first combat run?
Name Guardian.
gone dead. I can't get any direction.
Guardian, good to see you again.
System diagnostic complete. This unit functioning at 98.3% optimum performance.
We better fix this or we both lose our jobs.
Checking right away.
Another hour till break. If you're all ready,
I can fix this.
It really sounds like Mithrax's respirator needs some attention.
Checking black away.
How did they break this in the first place? Yeah, somebody put an HH40
the feed
on
went
one
down
of
just as they were going to say who won.
Hi.
We'll be discovered soon. Not
Wait,
gonna
wait.
be a problem.
Hey,
Does this look to you like someone cut
All
these
right.
wires?
I think that's it.
There.
The war cult knows what's up.
Hi, Guardian.
Nothing's been the same since the Red Legion.
Affirmative. All clear.
Light go with you, Guardian.
Let's check. You must have messages.
I can fix this. Titan.
Come on. I'm going to get started.
The feed's gone dead. I can't get any directions.
Sorry, I'm late.
He claimed they were golden age. Like I was gonna fall for that.
We better fix this or we both lose our jobs. Just a second.
Hi.
Do you remember what the boss said about this?
To you like someone cut
Somehow
these
the
wires?
effects are behind the Red Legion.
No problem.
I've got this.
Huh. Alright. Enough fooling around.
What's the emergency?
We better fix this or we both lose our jobs.
Balling.
Good luck, Guardian.
You want everyone to hear?
Security seek checking.
And pretzels are good.
Effects are behind the Red Legion.
This double quarter pounder is good.
Someone check the cameras in Station 7.
Double quarter pounder. Did you get bacon on it?
Mm-mm. Not this time.
Ooh. How dare you?
Hope we get back out there soon.
You want to know what my normal order is? And
What?
write this down so you can get it next time you're at the drive-thru.
We both lose our jobs.
It's
What
a
is-
double quarter pounder with cheese, sub artisan roll, sub mac sauce, sub white cheddar, add bacon.
Question: Is it
It is
maxed out
the
for 1,000 rounds?
old-fashioned. Yeah, pretty much.
It's the emergency.
But what that builds is the old bacon clubhouse burger before they took it off the menu.
Oh, really?
For whatever sinful reason.
Okay, wait. What?
I love that. They had a chicken bacon clubhouse that was really good.
Both lose our jobs. Someone check the cameras in Station 7.
Hello?
Hello.
Why?
Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot you hate chewing again.
Well, like, yours wasn't as bad. Like, yours sounds like distant chewing, but, like, when Shell was chewing,
Oh, yes, I knew you
I
were
get,
gonna say
like-
shell. I knew you were gonna say it.
dude, I could hear the shape of his mouth. I could count his teeth, and all I wanted to do was hit them really hard with something.
See, like, I gotta tell Shell off. I'm like, Shell, give me some chips. I can hear them in the bag. Like, come on. You got enough for the rest of the class?
Like, it took me forever to figure out that that's actually it's a psychological thing.
Psychological thing?
Misophonia. It's called misophonia.
What's misophonia?
It literally translates to hatred of sound. And while the most common sound that this thing attaches to is the usual mouth noises and stuff, it can relate to other things.
Like chewing?
Not like mouth noises in general. This is a very common target for misophonia, but you can get other sounds like ticking or high heel or the infamous nails on a chalkboard.
If I hear clocks
Whatever
ticking,
it is.
like, I have to remove the clock from my area. Like, I can't deal with it.
But what misophonia does is scientists have, this is even warranted study.
Let's begin the work.
Look,
I need a research assistant. My archives are in that.
but
You're lagging.
uh,
Getting weird.
There's a little
great.
My mom
Can you
thinks...
hear me yet? Am I talking full sentences yet?
Yeah, you're powerful sentences, yo, Josh.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
Well, my mom, I was like, I have to tell Shell off, and the mom's like, be nice to your friends, and I'm like, this is just how we are. She's
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah, no, we're savages.
Yeah, scientists have tried studying what exactly causes misophonia or why it does what it does, and they don't have an explanation, but these certain sounds can actually trigger very heightened levels of rage.
wow.
Like, they're actually rage-inducing. Some kind of communication between the ears and the brain triggers a high aggression response in people with misophonia.
Wow.
So, like, the chewing sound itself doesn't bother me, but hearing the mouth, when I can hear the mouth, that's when I start, like, the hairs raise on the back of my neck, and I'm just like, I'm gonna throw this fucking controller.
I told Shell to put his chips in a popcorn bowl or something at one point, because it literally got so bad, I swore he put his mic in the bag.
Ugh.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what it is? Nobody can hear him because he talks so low, so he puts his boom right next to his mouth.
Oh, dear lord.
Yeah, he's
Like-
told me that before.
I swore
So that,
if,
that
if
must
he
have
got...
been what he did then.
I told him, because he was talking to me about headsets, and I told him if he got Astros, shit would be a lot better. I had these are A15s, I believe. I had a pair of A14s, and those, it was incredibly, you can get your voice incredibly loud. I could take that headset and go to the other side of my house and hear everything crystal clear. These, however, I think they toned them down, because I can't, like, speak it so loud, but I can hear incredibly well. But those Josh, tell her about the A14s, how I played Bone Trossel.
Yeah, no,
Bone
you can
Trossel,
fucking
the
play that
earache
shit
Bone
so
Trossel?
loud. Yes,
Was that the
is
one where we woke up? No. No, that wasn't the thing.
No, but tell her
was
how.
was
the one
something
that we
else.
wake up Shell with.
But the thing is,
That's
what I
what
had,
we used to wake Shell up.
yeah, what I had to do is, when I had my A14s in, I could crank up the player my mouth volume because right now it's at like half, but I can crank it up all the way to max
What are you doing, honey?
on.
Why? Why do they need you?
My programming tells me it is a very
Again? Okay, we just had this meeting. Dear Lord. Barton's got to go back up to the jail.
Okay. At least that gives us a little bit of time to do this. We should get started soon.
Yeah. I'm almost done with my burger. I'm not like Spartan. I can't put away a double quarter pounder in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, but I would turn up my A14s to full volume max, and then I even had a little a mic, what is it? A Bluetooth bass boost, right? So what I do is I play music through that. So I go to YouTube, play
Maybe
Bone
give them a
Fossil.
small come to Jesus about cleaning while they're in camera control. Because that's what the 309s are for.
You remember that, Josh? I played it at full max, and it was so loud. At one point, it hurt my ears. I had to take my headset off.
Same here. Me and Jacob would have to remove our headsets. That's how bad it was when you played that song.
And you could hear it through their headsets still, because it would be so
It
loud.
would sound like you're playing it through your phone. That's how bad it was. And there would be times where Shell still didn't wake up.
Jeez.
Or he'd wake up for a split second and fall right back to bed, and we have to do it all over again just so he can turn his
And it's funny,
console off.
because Shell acts like, oh, you sleep all the time. But shit, I don't have narcolepsy.
Seriously, sleeping all the time is different from not being able to wake up from anything.
But then he says, oh, but I wake up eventually. I'm like, yeah, you wake up eventually when you have to go to work.
Exactly.
Honestly.
He stays asleep all night. It's crazy. But me. And then there's me, the guy who's like falling asleep on the mic all of like 3 times.
And then there's Epi, who literally passed out drunk.
Yeah, I heard
And
that.
hit
He
the floor.
crashed to the ground. And then he woke up and was like, what happened?
I was so pissed. I'm just like, no.
Yeah, like if you're that drunk, just get off. Go to bed. No, he's got alcoholism, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Like, geez, I get you're 21 and you just are able to drink alcohol, but it doesn't mean you need to drink an entire fucking barrel of it every night.
Yeah, no.
I blacked out before, and I don't ever want to black out again.
Yeah, no, that shit's scary. I did that once too, so did Dave.
I tend to put someone in the hospital every time I get blackout drunk, so I have been 11 years
you're
sober.
being drunk.
I'm a deadly drunk.
Oh, you just do stupid shit while you're drunk and drag other people
No,
with you.
I get really quiet, and I do my own thing in a corner of a room. But God help you if you decide to come and interact with me, because I instantly turn violent.
Jesus.
And I don't mean like I'm gonna punch you in the face because it'll make me feel better. I mean, in the course of a split second, I will take this bottle, smash it on the counter, and try to kill you with it.
Yeah, no, maybe staying away from alcohol is good for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm a happy drunk. I just get progressively more retarded and more retarded and more retarded as time goes on.
I will have been, come this August, it will be 11 years sober.
Congratulations.
That's good for you.
Yay. It's always a fun story to tell, like, these minors, like the juveniles that'll come in. I'm just like, so let me tell you a true story.
Good lord.
And like most of these kids I never see again, so it's good. And that's a good sign because like I don't live in like a really big city.
Yeah, I almost sneezed, my bad.
That's how your almost sneezes go? My almost sneezes are stupid sounding.
I was like, here's the thing, like It felt like I needed to sneeze, but at the same time I was unsure if I really needed to, so I was like trying to hold on to it.
Yeah, have you ever sneezed,
I'm
coughed,
like that husky in the yes. Those
and
guys.
farted at the same time? Like it was like my brain couldn't tell what was going on, and it was just like like.
There's so much gas going out in every direction. I don't know.
That's how you fucking break the space-time continuum right there.
It was just extremely weird because it happened so fast. It was like I wasn't prepared for what was going on. I thought it was just a sneeze. I didn't sign up for this.
What about sneeze, fart, and burp? Oh, you'd spawn a black hole.
I've done this in the burp before, and it's just fucking painful. Like that, like shit tends to kind of come up with it, and it just becomes like mildly projectile.
I sneezed at one point while I was eating food, and like the food just like spewed out of my mouth. I was like, "Whoa!"
Has anybody ever sneezed while like throwing up while they had like the flu or some shit?
No.
Although somehow whenever I puke,
shut down to make way for the bomb. So,
whenever I puke though, somehow I get it in my nose. Like it's just there, and it's like, oh my god, now I can smell it even worse.
There was one time where I was like throwing up because I had like a flu or something, and I ended up sneezing at the same time, and I had a chunk of pineapple stuck in my nose for like an hour.
Oh my god.
Look at this. I've heard some of the civilians
Shit
talk
hurt,
about
'cause,
settling
like,
down
you know
out here
chunks of
once the
pineapple, like,
fighting
they're fucking
stops.
cubed and
I'm
shit
not
like
sure
that,
that's
like,
such a good idea, but you can't argue with the view.
How'd you get it out?
I just kept like blowing my nose, and eventually I got to a point where I can grab it with tweezers.
You have to
I
blow
once
my
got
nose.
pineapple soda up my nose. It was probably one of the most painful experiences.
Hold on. I'll tell you a painful one.
You don't know the painful experience of getting soap in your dickhole.
Oh, well,
I have, back when I worked quality control over at the food plant, where they would throw the CO2 ice on top of the chicken to keep it cool during lunch breaks. That shit doesn't melt, it sublimates. It sublimates into carbon dioxide, which, as we all know, is invisible and heavier than oxygen. And it really fucking hurts when it gets up into your sinus cavity. So, just coming back from a lunch break, I see this big ass tote of chicken, and what I mean by tote is like something that you could essentially curl up a horse in.
Wow.
These totes are huge. So I see that and I'm just like, okay, I see naked chicken down in this tote. I'm gonna take the temperature. So I get, it's just at the bottom. My thermometer, and I'm just like, alright, time to stand 4 feet tall. So I lean directly down into it. What I don't see is the carbon dioxide that's like 3/4 of the way in, like deep in the tub.
How can I help?
So I lean all the way down in there, and I'm pretty much fully submerged in the CO2. And it gets in my sinus cavity, and I swear to you, it's like someone just took a hammer and just shoved it right into my sinus cavity. Just ding!
Ooh. So
I was like, ah! Yeah, I jerk all the way back, and like my feet come up off the ground, and I'm doing like this stupid like Avatar jump backwards thing to get out of this stupid toad. And everyone's like, what are you doing? I'm just like, trying to regain my vision.
Jesus.
Like my nose is running just thinking about it. It was so incredibly painful.
I was taking a shower at one point, and I got Head and Shoulders in my eyes, and then somehow I got it in my nose. So I got like a double thing going on. Like my eyes are burning, my nose is burning, and it's just pain. Like so I don't ever want to get chip in my nose ever again.
I scared a chicken and it ran into a brick wall, and now it's just in there.
I'm still being snuggled by a crab man. I'm being held by a crab man.
Yeah, let me go see this.
Mithrax is holding me. Like, you can even see where his arm is. It looks like he's, like, latched onto me. I'm just like, oh dear lord. What do I do?
It doesn't look like he's holding you. It looks like he's doing something else.
He looks like he's like hoarding me away. He's like, this is mine. Slowly back away. He looks like he's holding me like, this is mine. I'm keeping it. I am hoarding it. You can't have it. Meanwhile, my huntress is like, please, please give me out.
Josh, how come my blast furnace does more damage than my Siva? Shit, my Outbreak Prime. Like it shows it does more damage. Like when you hold R2 and check it out, you know, it says it does impact. Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, it does more critical damage, but I mean, you can fire off quite a bit of shots. Plus, the shots are going to deal a lot of damage.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is welcome to deal more damage, but the rate of fire and its perks and everything else make the Siva rifle absolutely delightfully OP.
And the stats are like completely wrong. This gun is like the most stable weapon like I've ever used. It has less stability.
But it's a pulse rifle. It's not an auto rifle. Auto rifles are notorious for being really unstable, but pulse rifles are actually pretty okay.
Yeah, this thing's like a laser.
I love it.
Anyway, are you done with your burger?
Yes, I'm done with the burger.
That's why I like using the inaugural address in PvP, because it's just great. You hit marks all the time. But if it was a...
Like, this is gonna be good. If we both use it, if we target the same enemy blade, we can stack our damage because of that enemies.
Alright, nice.
People are one-phasing raid bosses with the...
Outbreak Prime. Mind you, it doesn't even have the full catalyst yet.
Oh wow, I think it'd be nice if we could one-phase a raid boss.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. Like, yeah, let's get your catalyst. Did you get your emblem?
Yeah, I got it.
Good. Because Shell's like, wait, where's the emblem? Where's the emblem? I had to explain to him it was in the Triumphs. He's like, what do you mean it's in the Triumphs? It shouldn't be in the Triumphs. Don't you be the collections? Like, no, the Triumphs.
No, I figured that out just a minute ago. I was like, I don't have the emblem, but let me check the thing on the destination. So and it gave me the emblem.
Yep.
Shell's funny.
So yeah, Shifty's gonna...
Wiggling underway.
Wait, is there a way that we just do this a second time? Because I just talked to him. He like didn't even give me like an option or anything.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're not supposed to go to him. I forgot about that. Go back and then you have to go back to the farm. So when we load in, back out, go back to the farm, because you need to start it from the farm, but you need to start it from the menu. Because the heroic is just a mission you can choose, which doesn't work unless you're loading it from another place. So take us out of here.
Oh, that sucks. I was trying to kill that dreg, and then the crab man comes and kills him.
Crab man! Me millionth ghost.
Millionth ghost. Oh yay! I'm running into more furry porn on iPhone. Hey, thanks, guys.
You're welcome, Josh.
Wonderful.
Oh, there's a void sim on here? Nice. Okay.
Yeah. Wait, no, wait. You're supposed to start it
Hold
from
on.
the farm.
We're still above Earth. Does that not work that way?
No, the glitch won't proc unless you're doing it from a different location.
God damn it.
Right.
Yeah, that's the stupidest thing about it.
That's so stupid, because I was like, oh, hey, I can load it from here. No, you can't. Oh.
No.
Yeah, no, you're supposed to go into, the people just load into the farm, but you're supposed to go to any destination you want, and then start it from the, like, Earth side.
Okay. So go anywhere and then just start it from there, besides just being in orbit, right?
Yes.
Yeah, you just
anywhere,
can't be in orbit.
You just can't be in orbit. I find it funny that one of the new Borderlands characters is going to be Russian.
You just reminded me of something. Oh, I still have to wait 3 days? Damn it. I still have to wait 3 days till Rage 2. God damn it.
Dang.
Still gotta beat Kingdom Hearts. So many things to do, but Destiny's like, well, you gotta do all this list. It's a never-ending list of things to do.
I can't
Sorry,
believe
guys.
Black
Once
didn't get
Iceborne
covered
drops
on
for
this
Monster Hunter World, you're losing me for a while.
Iceborne?
game.
What's
Iceborne.
that?
Expansion.
It's
Expansion?
the, like, do you play Monster Hunter World?
I did,
used
but
to.
like we dropped it for a while, considering, I don't know, Shell just lost interest, and I didn't really have anybody to play with that much. I actually didn't even get into super far into the game, unfortunately.
I fucking love it.
It is. It's a really great game. It's awesome. It was actually one of the first games I bought that you could change the settings because I have a Pro, so you could make it have higher resolution, higher frame rate. Is really cool.
There is hope.
There's actually several games that do that now, which I think is kind of interesting. They're adding that in.
Why can't those rookies in the
I've
Crucible be more like you?
Except for, the Iceborne, obviously.
Alright, so from here we get started.
Yeah, but it's a really fun game though. I mean, I remember. Oh, you know what? I know why. I know why Shell lost interest. Cause his internet problems. He had such bad internet problems that he literally couldn't play online games for forever. Like, well, I mean, he could,
Yeah,
but
I
it
remember
got.
that shit. He
It
used
was
to
so
lag out
bad.
constantly. Raids and shit were like impossible.
We couldn't.
I played Destiny 1 with, I had HughesNet. It was satellite internet, and the latency was so bad, it had a 15-second latency.
Yeah, have fun in Crucible with that.
What's the best?
It wouldn't even load other players in Destiny 1. It just, it couldn't do it.
Oh my god.
And I honestly think that's kinda more realistic as to how it was supposed to have looked. Because my Guardian was the only Guardian there, and it was all survival situations and just being solo. I couldn't team up with anybody because it wouldn't connect me with anybody. I was legit the only Guardian running around in the Cosmodrome.
Me and Josh, we had a friend.
And I fucking beat Destiny 1 like that.
We had a friend whose internet was so bad, and he fixed it at one point. But I remember we were doing Destiny 1, and we do raids and stuff. His internet was so bad that he lagged the entire fire team out of the raid.
Oh wow.
Fucking Desmond. Wait,
Yeah.
you're doing it right.
See, I lived here in this house in like high school and whatnot. I lived in this house for like 15 years, and essentially this is where I had become the Vault of Glass guide. But then I had moved with my mother, because she's like in her 70s and going senile and ape shit and everything else. She wanted to live out by the lake, so you know, what mama wants, mama gets, so we lived out by the lake. Well, the first thing I saw when we go to check this house out is there is a satellite dish just hung on a tree and a sign that says free internet, you're welcome.
Free internet, you're welcome. Interesting.
It was so bad that like even cell phones couldn't even connect to it. It was so bad. So
Free
my mom
internet, you're
decided to
welcome,
get
but it's shitty.
Yeah. So my mom decided to get HughesNet, and it was a satellite internet that had a 15-second latency on it, and like, it just couldn't. Shit couldn't even stream Netflix. It was that bad.
Oh my god.
I would pull it up on my phone, I would connect my phone to it, and it would take forever just to get a YouTube video loaded.
Wow.
It wouldn't even make it all the way through the video, and it would be like made out of Legos.
This video was made using Minecraft.
Yeah. I remember trying to log in and everything, and my friends sent me a message on PS4. They're just like, "Where are you? We need our guide." I'm just like, "I can't, guys." And then I lost my entire raid team because I lived there for like 3 years. But I got all the DLCs and everything. It would still, like, I played the entire D1 game with everything, all the bells and whistles. I just did the entire game solo.
So I'm guessing you didn't do the raids.
No. The only raids I ever did was King's Fall, or Fall of Crota, or whatever that was.
Crota's out.
The big one that sent the king spiraling off into Saturn to become a diamond somewhere. I did that one, and I did Vault of Glass, and I had started on Wrath of the Machine, but never finished it.
Yeah, the Wrath of the Machine was kind of difficult. So like you got a hang of it and got certain weapons to use for it, like the Dark Drinker. That was kind of essential.
I'm one of those that I just kind of use whatever the fuck I want. And
oh yeah,
I end up
a lot of people. There was like 3 main ones that you want to have: either the Galahorn, the Dark Drinker, or at least an exotic sword. I mean, the exotic sword method was like the best damage to the boss method.
Yeah, Dark Drinker.
I used the Raise Lighter before I had the Dark Drinker, but the Dark Drinker just allowed you to get more damage in on him.
He was a good jumper. So I still need to get the Izanami's Burden. And I realize this
it's not that hard.
because I've got to go get watcher lenses. And I don't know how to do it.
I can help you out with that one day.
Alpha's not even home, so...
We can get this done.
Josh, these enemies are just like all beefed up. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know. I can't even kill the Shanks because I don't have arc.
Is it arc
Mythox
or
literally
voice?
shows up all of once
when you don't have arc.
to kill a single dreg for you. Then he shows up again just to wave at you, and then he disappears.
Like, thanks guys, you did all the hard work. I feel kind of used. He played with my emotions.
Well, he's kind of a... He's kind of the emissary. He's kind of the one who brings the elixir into the light.
This is the emissary, aka...
I'm just excited we have good elixir. That makes me happy. And they better be a playable race.
Well, here's the thing. How working the elixir is right now is the newer generation, the Earthborn generation they're calling it, actually doesn't really mind it, would rather more just end and keep the stupid customs. But the old ones would rather just the custom and screw the humans.
Yes, the newest generation of Elixir that are just like, yeah, we just want peace.
Yeah, even
Let's
though
not fight humans because I've not... I could just imagine like a young Elixir looking at human history being like, yeah, let's not fight them because across time, anything that challenges humans usually dies.
Yeah, even other humans.
Some of the most determined life forms in the universe. Let's not challenge this.
Or it's just it kind of oh yeah, like if you have your super go hug off. But like honestly, it kind of also reinforces the idea that to think about it, everything we touch dies.
Pretty much.
That's not understandable. That as far
Yeah, I will. Okay.
Like, when we discovered elephants, one of two things was going to happen.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, speaking of elephants, did you know elephants are actually evolving out of their tusks specifically because they know they're being hunted?
Is for real?
Intelligent evolution.
Wow.
Also, another evolutionary feat that was discovered this week. Around, let me preface it like this. Around 136,000 years ago, there was an island that sank, and this island was home to a flightless bird. It's about the size of a chicken. It was a wonderful little bird. What had initially happened is that flying birds would migrate to this island, and because there were no land predators whatsoever, it kind of made flying pointless, so these birds turned into flightless birds. They evolved that way. And then the island sank, and it effectively wiped out their entire population, and they went extinct 136,000 years ago. Well, earlier this week, they rediscovered this exact same bird. They compared it to fossil records. Yeah, they compared it to fossil records. They compared it to DNA records. They're like, no, this is the same bird. And they figured out why. Because that island, over 136,000 years ago, that sank, decided it wanted to resurface again. Well, this same flying migratory bird flew over to this island, and yet again, with a lack of predators, it evolved the exact same species.
The fuck?
Iterative, I think the word was iterative evolution, to where literally the exact same circumstances happened to the exact same species, and it just re-evolved itself out of extinction.
Where did they find it?
On the same island. That island came back up out of the ocean, and the birds were migrating back to it, and over the course of the years it rapid evolved to the same species of bird. Yeah, that was my thought too. I'm just like, they're just gonna drown again.
They're just gonna drown again, and then they come fucking back, and then yeah.
But that's kind of interesting, just because of iterative evolution. Pretty much anything, given the same set of circumstances, pretty much anything can come back from extinction.
Dodo bird.
Dodos. Actually, they referenced the dodo bird. They referenced the dodo bird just because of how flightless birds bred.
Speaking of birds, Josh, remember when we were playing Siege? I looked back at some of my video clips, and I remember one time you're like, "Do you want to be a good Kiwi?" or some shit like that. Remember that? Yeah, you said something like that, and I was watching it. I remember when you said, "Oh, no one's gonna question what I heard, what I said." I looked back at it several times, and like you said some gibberish shit. I don't even know what you said. It was gibberish.
Be a good Kiwi.
No, you said because we were about to start the match, and then you said something, and like you're like, "Oh, no one's gonna question that." I was like, "Say what?" And I was like, "Wait, what? What'd you say?" He's like, "Oh, well, you'll see when you go look back in the video." So I had to rewatch it that part 5 times, and then I just said, "No, he didn't say anything intangible." I mean, you said it was gibberish. You were literally like, you literally spoke gibberish, and then it's like, "Oh, I just accepted it." Apparently.
That's how you know I've been being a fucking retard for the entire time I've I'll say whatever the fuck I want. You guys will just think it's normal.
Yeah.
Nothing
But the Kiwi thing, the Kiwi thing is what you asked me, like the day before, and I was like, "Wait, what the hell is he talking about?"
Yeah, I know exactly fucking why too.
Why?
Or like we're gonna go different. Follow me. But fucking yeah, I remember the exact reason they did that. I was watching a video and it said it is real Kiwi hours.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, "Do you want to be a good
Kiwi hours. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for like anybody in the Destiny group to have a PC and join me on the Isle.
Alright, Blake, drop right here.
The Isle?
I will be getting a PC
Yeah.
at some point like, when I get a job.
What's the Isle?
Dinosaur face eating simulator. It's wonderful. It's a survival game. It's still in beta, so it's just kind of evolving as it goes, but it's super fun. I got a Spinosaurus on one server, and that thing is OP as fuck. And then I've got a Utah Raptor on another server, and she's like the longest living dinosaur on that server.
Right here, Blake. Where are you going, Blake?
Oh, you said right here, and I didn't see you. Where'd you?
It's right here, down here, yeah.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
Do not eat my ass, spirits.
What is this?
And you can
Can
jump
I
onto these little gates.
Can I eat my ass?
I still like the guy that had like, you know, like the ghost box, like where you set the box down and
Tell
it
me
like
your
just
name.
kind of makes noises. Yeah, and it like kind of makes noises and they sometimes sound like words.
Yeah.
There was a guy who had one of those, but he was talking really casually to it, and he was still getting results. At one point, his dog started freaking out, and the box was like, cat. He's like, no, dude, that's not a cat, that's a dog. And like,
Cat?
30 seconds later, he's like, dog. And the dog was like freaking out, chasing things around the house, and it was just like, dog. It's like you're legit playing with a ghost that is playing with your dog.
Oh, yeah, Blake, so you gotta
Like the
jump
dude
up
is like
the
laughing. It was so
like
funny.
little platforms. Eventually you'll reach the top where there's a vent, except you don't fall like me.
Don't fall.
See, that's the thing. Ghost. If I were a ghost, I wouldn't want to be talking to like I'm a ghost. I'd be like, what the fuck are you? No, I'm a person. Shut the fuck up. Good, acting all fucking weirded out and mysterious, and just fucking talk to me.
Dude, if I was a ghost,
Tell me your name.
if I was a ghost, I would just be like, you know what? I'm gonna be whatever the fuck I want because screw your rules of reality. I am gonna reject it and impose my own. I'm gonna be whatever the hell I want to be.
If I ever die, I want all of you guys to come together in real life, have a seance, and ask me to say something, and I will say Leroy Jenkins.
Leroy Jenkins!
I will then proceed to bring down the chandelier. Do not be
I don't
alarmed.
have a chandelier. Oh, I do have a chandelier!
Alright, there you go,
It's
Blake.
old,
there's
it's
plates.
just got
Come
3
on.
light bulbs on it and one of it's crooked.
Oh.
If I were to die, I'd just be like, you know what? I'm gonna come back as a little white dog. This little fluffy white dog thing. And just follow people around.
I'm gonna come back as a cat.
Tell you what, when you guys do that seance, just ask me to do random shit if I were to die. And I'll just do whatever the fuck you guys tell me to do. If someone says possess Shell, I will possess Shell.
You know, no. In my next life, I'm gonna come back as Shell, cause Shell just like sleeps at the most random times. He must be the most restful person I know. Like, he must be very restful. Like, I don't know.
Alright, Blake, prepare for the worst jump in your life. Might want to equip those lion rabbits if you have them.
Oh, is it the leap of faith?
Yeah, almost.
Fuck the leap of
Right on the
faith.
side of the
Shit.
wall. Yeah, so you see what you have to do? You have to jump at these little like rivets in the wall.
Yeah, I tried, but I think I had my jump set to a certain thing. Well, actually, I jumped too high and landed on it, and then it was weird.
So,
Yeah.
by the way, once you get to like the thinnest point on one of those drains, look down.
Shit, fuck. This is annoying.
Oh yeah, no, this is going to be annoying. And it's not like I can just go ahead and give you a shortcut. There's no shortcuts for this one.
How to know Spartan abuses his controller entirely too much.
Guardian down.
Oh.
I had a controller.
Because the second time he did this, his hands were like exhausted, and I'm just like, I can do this all fucking day. Wanna know why? Because I'm not trying to mash the buttons into the next continent.
I used to play UFC a lot. This is when the first one was out, not the third or second one. So this is back before they fixed the controllers for the PlayStation. Before they were rubber, and I played UFC 1 so much that the rubber was actually like eating off the controllers, like
Nice.
and it was just gone. It was like, and I was like, I came to the realization, wow, I've been playing UFC a lot because you have to really hit the buttons, get the combinations. Is pretty interesting.
Okay, you remember Kingdom Hearts 2? With the reaction commands, triangle.
Oh, last boss fight, I almost broke.
Oh my gosh, yes. The triangle button on my controller. See, I had this is still the most comfortable controller. I wish they would bring back where the R2 and L2 were recessed down under the controller.
Yeah.
It was a much more natural hand position, and it was clear, and like it had the lights and everything, but it also had like the buttons even had like a skin over them.
Come back. Yeah, jump to that and then jump to here.
Jump to
Sorry about that, I got
the thing below you?
right here. See that thing right there?
Yeah, the thing that
Wait,
it's
are
like.
you on the, yeah, that thing. Jump to that and then jump to this orange pipe that I'm on.
I'm just gonna take a picture of my controller because I still have my controller.
Okay, Blake, it's back. You can get back on that platform and jump to where I am.
Shit. This is horrible. You should have said, but do it quickly because it's gonna. No warning there, Josh.
Disappear.
Oh no!
It's okay. He didn't tell me about the elevator the first time and I fell to my death.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, it's gonna be a quick time thing. Good thing we're glitching this out.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no. I still don't know how anybody could have done this in 20 minutes.
You know, YouTubers.
Hey guys, just hack into my system real quick and make sure this looks really good.
This is the reason people were complaining about the timer, at least on the hard mode.
I'm gonna see.
Now I gotta sit and try and think of like a canon reason as to why they would utilize Shade's ability to fuck with the time in order to like get a 20-minute window to be more than 20 minutes.
Well, here's my thing. Can they patch this glitch?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Well, that's the thing.
I'm expecting it.
This has to do with people's internet and shit like that.
No, what it's doing is it's just having to do with the See, if this was localized by internet connections, we would have done this a long time ago with numerous other things. But this has something to do with the coding between the menus and this particular mission.
Oh.
Because I have yet to see this happen with any other timed event.
Right.
It didn't do it with the Whisper. You couldn't do this with the Whisper, so...
Oh, you couldn't?
I thought there was a way like you could
Aware
stop
of.
the timer with the Whisper somehow. I
There
forgot.
was. Remember, you gotta jump to that and then jump to this real quick.
I can't reach that shit.
You fall right back on the plate. It's over here. Hey, why are you looking up, Blake? It's over here.
What do you mean it's over here?
Across. It's across.
Fuck. It's across to the right?
Blake.
Oh my god.
It's just across, like from the bridge.
Yeah, I'll be out. Hold on. Alright.
Yeah, no, you just jump across from them.
Yeah.
Probably should have clarified that, my bad.
If I had to do this on the hunter, I'd probably blow my brains out, honestly, because the jump.
Actually, it's like super easy with the hunter.
I know, but like the thing
Well,
is,
you gotta
I
remember words for hunter maze is a Titan maze. It's very different from. If I were to do this on a Titan, I would have killed myself already.
Your
Literally
ghost
ending
shakes his head at you like, are you serious? Apparently there was old unused lore about a warlock chick who was so obsessed with death, and I'm not talking about the Thanatonaut that, like, did death experiments on himself to figure out how he died, you know? Dude that, like, jumped off the cliff and went splat.
Oh my god. Wow, anxiety to the max.
Just made that.
Nice.
Alright, so there's gonna be another orange one just by jumping across like I did.
What'd you do? What did you just do?
Jump and turn to the left. You'll see me right here. You have to jump around the corner. You see right where I am? Alright, there is no checkpoint.
There's no checkpoint?
So, there's no checkpoint. You die, you go back.
That's fucking
So
stupid.
listen carefully. The thing ahead of us, there's these plates.
Yeah.
One by one, they're gonna move down. We need to make it somewhere. Watch what I do. You'll notice them starting to go away. Now, you don't need to do what I just did there at the end, because there's a platform right there, so you only need to get the third one.
Okay. So these platforms will come in and come out, and then
Yes. I'll revive you if I can, so it's respawning immediately. So you do your best to get across it fast.
thank you,
Cool.
God. Alright.
Look up here. Stand right here. Cool. Now, watch what I do. There's
Wait.
other platforms just like the one you're standing on or above. Just
Should you
jump
go up top?
back in. Yeah. Except don't do what I just did. Basically, just like the same platform you just did, you're gonna want to jump up.
Yeah.
This. Yeah. Jump out. Jump up like that until you reach the very top. Yeah. You jump out, you move back in, you jump out, you move back in.
And I'm just trying to be very careful.
Can you do the hokey poke?
Then you go this way, at the top one. And we're done with the jumping puzzle.
Yay!
Yay.
Now
My
we should go
anxiety
back
is
to the
gone.
fans. Oh, this is the next part. When you go down here, there's going to be a thing on the right that'll kill you, and a thing on the left that'll kill you. So go down from the left and then move to the right once you're past this. Yeah, be quick
Okay.
about it, because you move slowly. Oh, and remember to jump at the end.
Oh, is this the other Catch Me tunnel?
Yep.
Shit. That was close. That was
Good
close
thing
there
you
too.
won't respawn up there.
I'm just like,
You're glitching out. This is not good.
like,
So we're about to make it to the fans again.
I can see you guys perfectly fine, so I actually can't tell if I'm lagging or not.
Oh, so it might just be your PS4.
No, because I get the same sound across the board. I'll start hearing you guys lag.
Okay. You don't have other issues.
It may have just been a momentary hiccup.
You're gonna make it, Blake. You're gonna make it. Yeah!
Alright.
There we go. And there's like some pipes we have to jump on here. Except but don't die like I did.
Guardian down.
You'll be fine. Just don't die like I did.
How did you die? That's the question.
I fucked up by trying to jump somewhere I couldn't make. But the point is, jump on the white pipes. Mario the shit out of it.
Guardian down.
Oh, I died again! I went so far with so much momentum, I hit the wall and splatted on the other side.
Nice.
Hello, Blake boy.
Oh, that's right. This is the fan, or the shit, right?
Yeah, the fans, yeah. It's the exact same thing from now
See,
on.
we've gone the long way around.
So yeah, just rinse and repeat with the fans, and you know where to go.
I just really don't trust these fans.
No, I wouldn't. I only do design.
How did I do that? How did I survive?
I don't know, but that was some magic shit. Like, right,
What'd you do?
Look at the platforms.
I...
He survived the blade. He was standing on the fucking blade and wasn't
Yeah.
living.
Fancy feet.
Fancy feet. Just like the cat food fancy feet.
I fell right on the blade. Oh my god.
Well, it was right on the blade.
A mouse really, mouse really right.
Well,
Hold on.
there are small supporting pipes that hold up the hinge for the smoke.
No, like
or whatever the hell
I
it is.
fell right onto the fan blade itself and didn't die. I was standing on it.
That's amazing.
Shaq should be proud. He'd probably ream you for going into the old tower.
I really want to be able to talk
I
like
still
this.
feel really bad because, like, after I sided with the drifter, I walked up to Shax, and before I interacted with him, he looked at me. I can see it in your light. You've made a deal. I'm just like, oh, Rage Dad is mad with me. I have the Dad.
Alright, welcome back to Trevor Simulator 101.
I want to be able to talk like Shaq. I think his voice is just awesome, especially when he does
I
like
liked him in D1. He had such command presence in D1 because he was so fucking calm.
Yeah, but I like it in D2 because like whenever you do really good in the Crucible, it's like, yes, fight forever, Guardian.
Fight forever.
Fight forever, Trevor.
Like my motivational speaker for when I got that shit. Just
here.
Flick, 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 flick,
Wow.
flick.
I didn't know where to go. I got panicked.
I saw you turn around and look at him as he's killing us. Just respawn because I died too, I can't res you. But yeah, now you've seen Trevor up close. Isn't he fucking terrifying?
Yes. Is he just like saw blades? Like,
Yes, he's just like a saw blade
it
legs.
reminds me
Crawling around him.
You seen the YouTube video? The guy built his own wheelchair. Except it wasn't with wheels. It was like a little leg.
Yeah, like the legs. Those like the same fucking legs.
It's the same
Really
thing.
fucking fast. Come on, electric thing. Oh wait, wrong thing. Go back. Fuck, we're locked in here again. Oh my ourselves. Blake, he's coming.
I know.
There's nothing.
He's just standing there, menacingly.
It's like he's not moving.
We need to go to the left side to activate the left switches.
I saw him. I knew you were gonna die. I was like, I'm gonna run, but I didn't run the correct way. I thought maybe the shield would go down.
Oh, he goes through the shields.
He does?
Yeah,
My
no.
God.
Yes.
I slowed right through it.
Okay, I see him. He's not on this side.
Yet.
No, he's like going to the other side. He's gonna be fine.
Is
Oh,
there
yeah, he
a
will
ceiling in there?
to the
I
door.
never even stopped to think. Is there a ceiling in Trevor's room?
Yeah, there is. It's a net.
Oh, it's a net.
Wee-woo.
You know what's funny? I've actually
You can
seen a
essentially
meme
see
of
it
that.
from the top.
You seen me with that? Wee-woo.
So, have you seen the random vine of like the UK police car rolling by where it's like beep beep beep, and it like comes to an intersection, and the siren itself shuts off, but the dude gets on the speaker and goes beep bop, beep bop, beep bop.
Get to the fucking door. Shit, gas elevator. Yeah, like I turned around and I saw him all the way down the hallway, and I knew he'd make it there before we could. So I was like,
Wow.
fuck, vaulted.
Jumping onto the same thing?
Yes. It's all the same until you get to the crypto. But I'll let you discover what's different.
Oh, Jesus.
It's
Jump up.
so you guys are on the catwalk above the elevator.
Should be. Sliding down now.
Oh, the other
Let
catch me
pick
tube.
up the Other legs.
Orpheus rig is such an awesome set of gear.
It is.
I feel really sad because my lucky pants are just kind of collecting dust.
I thought you were gonna say Lucky Charms.
Lucky pants.
Hey, it's the
Lucky
vault.
Charms has
We
the
should try to get
all
Shell's gun
marshmallows.
for him.
Oh, which one? He had like 2 of every.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, what's different in here?
Nothing. This isn't the crypto roll. This is just our vault.
Oh. Well, shit. Let me get my
This is the
god roll
crypto.
hawk saws.
All right.
Head on in.
Well, go discover what's different.
What?
So go. Let's go discover what's different.
Why don't you go forward? Yeah, go forward. I know they're gonna fall. Go on.
No, they don't fall. They don't fall. Just go ahead.
No, it just
We'll decide
fries your
to
ass.
Install a flamethrower on the ceiling. All right. So I'm going to go across. Nope. You thought you were smart.
You can't jump your way through that.
Watch. Okay. All right. Don't follow me. I'll get it ready for you. Oh, I stepped on the wrong one.
See, I was thinking ahead. I was thinking if I jump, I could just shoulder charge in there, but no.
See, I was thinking the same thing, and it does not work.
Trial and error, my friend. Trial and error. Boom. Boop. Boop. safe. Oh, good, you trusted me. I could have just told you it was safe.
I just, yeah, I was just imagining. Wait, what if he lied?
Could
Yeah, what if he lied?
I really could have.
Because I was just thinking, you know what would be a funny thing to do to somebody? Say, oh, it's safe, and just like fuck it up, and then be like.
Yeah.
It's like the
I'm
two
just
crazy
thankful.
people at the top of the asylum in the middle of the night. They're escaping the asylum. And they're at the top of the building and they see the next building over is too far away. So one looks to the other. I know, I'll just shine my flashlight across and you can just run across the light. The other said, what? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
You'll just turn it off when I get halfway across.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. That's also on what was it from Joker? That's the Joker or something.
Yeah, when
was
Joker
telling-
and Batman were having their moment.
Yeah, he was telling the joke.
And Batman actually laughs at the joke.
Yep.
Joker is just a bitch. He's like Pennywise.
But not.
It's like Pennywise, but mortal.
Yeah, and doesn't eat people.
Being mortal is what makes you edgy. And the one time in his life he felt threatened was because Harley Quinn tried to make her own joke.
Did she fail?
No, it was legitimately funny and he didn't like it, so he threw her out a window.
Wow.
Yep, he had a moment of rage. He had a moment of rage because, like, there's real threat in there. He was about to be the... not the funniest one. He was about to have to share the limelight, and he had a panic attack, and it turned into rage, and he ended up throwing her out a window. Yep.
Does he like her too?
Yeah.
Or isn't he supposed to?
Joker's also a complete sociopath, so I don't think he actually likes anybody. There's only one person that he's ever been shown to respect, and that is Batman himself.
Really?
He will never kill, he is even reconciled, he will never kill Batman because there would be no purpose left. I believe in one of the official comics where Batman actually dies, Joker comes to his grave and actually is, like, legitimately morose over the fact that Batman died.
I like the fact that in the
I believe in that comic he had like nothing left to live for, so he just like kind of disappeared.
You ever seen Batman: The Dark Knight, the actual movie? It shows
yes.
Joker and then he's like, oh, you and me, we'll just keep on doing this forever. Like, what would I do without you?
Yep. That's been alluded to numerous times since it first appeared in the original comics.
And then he pushed.
Yeah.
Joker was so good with it.
Yep. I think the first Batman movie that I watched, at least an animated Batman movie that I watched, was Batman with the Mask of the Phantasm.
I'm not a big fan of Batman.
I always liked Batman just because I grew up liking dark things just because they were easier on my eyes. I didn't like bright colors.
I always prefer.
I think I've always had like early stage photosensitivity because I like dark colors and dark rooms. Bright colors actually legitimately hurt my eyes.
What is your favorite color?
It's a combination actually. I never really liked one color by itself.
I tend to
But
Mine's black and red.
my favorite color, my favorite combination, I guess I should say, is white, black, and red. I've always liked the color white. It's just that is probably alone my favorite color is white.
Black is definitely one of my favorite colors as a base for other colors. Oh, black is just it's where you put anything on, like right, blue, right, right.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same with white.
Yeah, they're just like
But
colors.
black is just.
On top.
I mean, I wear black all the time because I don't like seeing my own body.
No.
Like if I can see it, it bothers me. Hi, Abby.
Seems I have infiltrated his.
Are you drunk again? Good.
Don't assume every time I get online I'm toasted.
You passed out yesterday. You were beyond toasted.
I remember.
Yeah, you literally fell down.
How do you remember? Sorry, I had to.
Precisely what I.
Ow.
Well, Spartan is still. So we're good.
That's good. Oh, Jesus.
Well, picture Sans and SpongeBob.
No.
I
like
saw
how
that.
we both said no at the same time. Yeah, Blake, I finally found the Explorer's
Oh, really?
Yep. Trying to get these two tonight in the woods,
Did you get the platinum trophy?
but you like Undertale. I never got platinum night in the woods. No, I have to go.
And incoming.
I'll have to send you a picture of night in the woods. I only should ship
Oh. You don't send pictures.
I think you said don't send pictures?
No. Don't send pictures.
Okay, I won't send pictures.
Yeah, because whenever we start doing this, you'll just constantly send like 26 minutes.
Hey, you will too, if you're drunk. Don't spook yourself. Me and you are a bunch of alcoholics.
I'm out.
These were alcoholics.
Those are two very different kind of holics.
Same
Very
difference.
good.
You gotta notice the difference here. Shifty is a furry holic. I'm an alcoholic. And the other guy is TBT.
What are you addicted to?
Me?
What aholic are you?
I used to be addicted to other things, but then I decided those things cost a little bit much, so I said, you know what, I'll go for the simpler route. I'm kind of addicted to video games. Or an anime, yeah.
You're a manga holic. Manga holic.
Manga is actually the written version. I know. Gosh, you still haven't watched Attack on Titan that we all got for free, have you?
Oh yeah, we should watch it sometime.
Yeah, they were giving season 1 away for free. Like, I was like, hey, why don't we get this? You know? There's even a new version.
Hopefully on Netflix before we took it down.
What's on Netflix? Oh. I'm watching season 3 on Crunchyroll.
Where you get that?
We're in the box.
His.
So,
Oh, I have to let go of the controller.
Still two tanks. Annoying as a thing.
what's going on after Shifty? We're lagging.
There's a flea. My. A flea.
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 So that's
Itches.
This. I've had to itch my face one time during a raid, and I gave it
And
up.
it's fun.
Survived.
Oh, your face itches.
Oh, a flea. There is a flea neck before its ass. Shit.
Ben
What
has
about
a
the
flea
fucking
on his back.
It's on my neck.
There's a flea
Oh,
on your neck.
Yes.
Let's scratch it.
I.
Please.
Fleas hate me a lot to the point where I really had an issue because, yeah, I was eating and having tons of
Ow.
I can have my legs. It was awful.
I've had plenty of encounters with poison.
My dad burned an entire field of poison ivy in the hospital.
Yeah, in my case, one of the best stories I have. I was playing a tag game, and I laid down next to one of my friends who I didn't know was poison ivy, and the entire left side of my body was face down in poison ivy. So the next morning, I was a rash of the
Yes.
Yeah, my family took pictures and everything. Just the entire left side of me was poison ivy.
Uh-oh.
My arm, I was wearing shorts too, so my left leg and the left side of my face and neck.
Oh yeah, the boss is down.
Okay, I'm gonna come in then. Oh, scratching my neck.
So you probably should kill that flea before it gets to your dog.
Oh yeah, I got it. Coming off the cat.
Jesus, Josh, why?
Oh, that's
Guys,
bad. That's
I
bad.
think
They'll,
that liver
they'll
hurts.
fucking breed like rats around your house with that.
Oh yeah.
If I were you, I'd get a flea bomb at Walmart.
I actually am looking at a box of Frontline sitting on my coffee table over in the kitchen, so I might want to do that once we're done tonight.
Yeah, because before they
Epic.
really start spreading this message, if that mosquitoes love you.
Yeah, drink some
You're gonna
water,
have
you
such a bad
shithead.
time. You just say he was
I'm gonna
thirsty?
run. He says his liver hurts.
That's not good.
You have 20 minutes to kill like
Go over
the
that.
tiny handful of ads that you've got.
We only have 1 minute.
I am running as fast as I possibly can. I'm gonna see how far I get.
Hey, the other tank's down. Split down, give me damage.
I am in the zone where the first walker usually sits.
Walk around that side of the ground.
I'm running, I'm running, I'm running.
Ow, he shot me in air with his cannon. Like, that never happened. Like, Ever.
bugs. Spider bugs, spider bugs. Nobody wants them. Spider bugs.
Tower watch. I'm closing in on you. Oh.
Remember, Blake, headshots on the easy will get you this progress.
Headshots anywhere.
1,000
I can
headshots.
confirm this. Headshots anywhere.
Oh, so it's glitch out anywhere? Okay, well then headshots anywhere for 1,000 headshots.
I made
what?
it to the
Do
yellow
that before
pipe.
Tuesday.
Say what?
Get 1,000 headshots with that gun before Tuesday anywhere.
Why before Tuesday?
Because they might patch it.
Okay.
It's not supposed to be anywhere, it's only supposed to be in the 0-hour heroic.
Oh,
Yeah.
fine. Shit. I'm getting those headshots
so-
done.
Yeah, do your headshots. Trust me. Worth your time.
I am currently at 73%. So, where are we gonna go to get headshots?
Well, I was.
Oh,
thinking
I
about,
have yet to do the nightfall.
I was thinking about going into the kitchen and getting something to eat. I didn't eat dinner yet today.
Oh, go eat.
I'll lay here and sulk at my own depressing sadness. But I've done this over 50 times.
I'm approach 50
Yo,
later.
Face, you wanna run the nightfall with me?
Yeah, we can wait until Blake gets back, because then the three of us can just melt the boss.
Okay.
Wait, are we going for a 100k score?
The what?
Looks really good.
Are we going for the 100k score?
Well, yeah.
Alright.
I usually try to hit like the 200k score. I still can't reconcile the fact that exos can bone. I just,
They're supposed
When are you gonna get over that?
I
learned
don't think I can.
I learned that a long time
Why
ago.
would you think they couldn't?
The robots?
Because I don't think of those things.
I know, but like, even if you don't think
you're
of
a
them,
furry.
Like, it's...
Oh,
Yeah, dude, it's not
stereotype.
What
I'm
the
also
fuck?
demisexual, damn it.
What the fuck
I
is
don't know
this?
what that means.
Oreo made a cookies and cream Oreo. What the fuck? They made an Oreo flavored Oreo. What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah.
How do you go and make
Oreoception.
an Oreo flavored Oreo? You
Oreoception.
motherfucking bastards. Of that The fucking CEO of Nabisco just wants a blood Oreo flavored Oreo.
By the way, Shifty, I don't really know anything about gender politics or sexual orientation, variance, or anything like that. If you shoot terms like that at me, I'm guarantee you I'm not going to know what it means.
It's okay. Just in the last 2 years have I figured out that I actually fit into one of the categories. So,
What? What category?
there's apparently a category called demisexual, and it's right along the same lines as asexual. It really is. And the way they define it is demisexuals will only have sexual relations with someone they have a very strong emotional connection to. And I mean absurdly strong.
That's just monogamy.
Like, I was 28 when I lost my virginity to Spartan.
Alright.
So...
Actually, I think you told me that because of that one bit we were doing where we named our genitalia after weapons and gear from Destiny.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, she named her cooch after the Suda Hamkara grass, and
Yep.
And that very reason was why.
And he's back!
No, I had my headset on the whole time. I'm still in the kitchen. I just thought that was funny as hell.
If there's anybody that we know that has herpes, they might as well name their thing the
Outbreak perfected.
Outbreak. Herpes so ingrained that it's down inside the soft tissue.
It made me spit out my drink.
Sorry.
Imagine someone names their shit after fucking mouth feces.
I'll tell you what, that was a very scary Tinder date for me. I'm just gonna say that right now.
Ew.
Do you want to hear this story?
I'm not so sure I do.
We might as well. I'm gonna be eating, so might as well.
You're like, go ahead.
I was going out with this chick named... Well, I wasn't going out with her. I went on one single date to go see Shazam with this girl named Cheyenne. And I brought her back to my dorm. We had a couple drinks. And we were watching this series on Netflix called Love, Death, and Robots, which is the perfect series to watch if you're in that situation.
I love that series, by the way.
Yes.
Anyway.
If you want to get laid, watch that. But she, I'm just gonna be blunt about it. She gave me a blowjob, right? And afterwards, it came up that she said she had HB2. I was like,
oh, okay.
What? What? No. And she told me that she can't get it by giving oral to people. And I was like, since I didn't really know anything about it, I'm like immediately like.
I'm just imagining like your dick just immediately sucked itself back up into your pelvis to get away from that shit.
Yep, but as it turns out, I do not have herpes. Thank God. I actually asked Alpha and Cuddles about it, and Cuddles was just laughing at me. He was like. Like 5 minutes worth of laughing, and then he was like, "Yeah, you're fine." And Alpha told me that I cannot get it unless it was during an active infection. I don't know what that means. I'm assuming it's when the actual like blisters and shit pop up.
Yeah, they need to be breaking out.
There were no blisters. I can confirm.
So
that there were no
you're
blisters.
good.
Although, to clarify, I am never talking to that chick again.
Good?
Yeah, good. I would not. Oh my god.
Which may be a little bit dickish of me.
Remain vigilant.
Because I took her on 2 dates.
We may never quite be as safe as we
Could have warned
Well,
you.
I mean, that's to be expected. Yeah, like seriously, that's to be expected if you got a disease. Nobody's gonna want to be with it.
Nothing about her even remotely said herpes up until she actually said that she had it.
Yeah, so fuck that.
Yeah, listen, if you're diseased, you have to tell somebody. If they reject you, they have every reason to.
That's completely... Don't... Golly, that's irresponsible. Responsible is the word for that.
Yeah. Although I am going to see Detective Pikachu on tomorrow with a girl named Melody that lives on base here.
It's gonna be awesome.
Oh my god.
I might watch that later on tonight.
Their hint, if you buy the souvenir cup for Detective Pikachu, they hand you a Pokemon card that is Detective Pikachu.
Very curious.
That's funny.
That's cool. I want it.
And if you guys would have went to see Endgame at opening night, they were handing out for free plushie Infinity Gauntlets.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And not at my theater. We went to a cheaper theater because the other ones were packed. So, yep.
There's only 2 theaters in Abilene.
If you had gone to opening night of the third How to Train Your Dragon and you ordered a kids cup, actually if you ordered 2 kids cups, you would have gotten little standalone figures of Toothless and the Light Fury.
Yeah. Oh, did you guys know about the whole Disneyland thing where there's a mug that's in the shape of an Infinity Gauntlet?
No.
Well, the
Didn't know that.
handle is like encased by like the wrist and forearm piece of the Infinity Gauntlet, and then there's the actual glove bit with just the cup.
This guy's name is Epic Meat.
What if somebody named their junk after Whisper of the Worm?
Yeah.
Oh, the Seaman Demon.
Seaman Demon.
What about the Black Hammer?
I think Black
Hammer.
Hammer is a play at on
The
its own,
world's
but you know.
changing, Guardian.
I'm sorry.
I really want that
Shadow.
Siva emblem.
Adapt.
What if somebody named their fucking junk Two-Tailed Fox?
Doesn't tell that they have two dicks.
You have
Or better yet,
Long Shadow
Trinity
and
Gold.
you have The Morning Comes. There are
The
two
Morning
sniper rifles.
Yeah,
Is
Oh, Shifty, I can't believe that we
Perfect for
missed
it.
this, but while I was on the pulse rifle tab, I noticed that I skimmed over Swift Ride. I went completely over it. But hit. Yeah, look here. It's like right at the fucking bottom. Oh no, they moved to another page. Swift Ride, right here. Top. Swift Ride. That would have been a perfect
that's
spot.
funny.
I think Yo Faces would be called the horror's least.
Faces
Must
what?
admit, Guardian, I'm very curious to see
My-
what you've
my
got
junk.
for me to crack
Ah,
open.
okay.
Who's least?
Alpha has claimed his to be called the Risk Runner.
Oh, I thought it was an Not Forgotten. Wait, no, let's test this theory. Shifty, have you forgotten about it?
No, it's kind of hard
Okay,
to.
it's not forgotten. Not forgotten. There you go.
Okay, well, I got him completely cornered into a really bad joke at work the other day. Somehow, we started talking about dig jokes, or at least he and the other guys did, and I called him a hot fudge sundae.
Speak to me not of the dark.
And not everyone knew why, but there were a couple who remember the reference of hot fudge sundaes. You're white and fluffy on top and chocolate on the bottom. So, I mean, there's the joke there. He's white, but he's got a big dick. Blah blah blah. But we were kind of laughing about that, and he's like, "Hey, don't talk about how big my dick is. It's kind of a sore subject for me." And they kind of looked at him, and they looked at me, and I looked at him just like, "A sore subject for you?" And everybody just fucking lost it.
Oh my god.
You really put his ass against the wall there.
He just kind of stared at me, and he started turning pink, and he just like kind of threw his hands up. He's like, "Okay, I have nothing. I have nothing."
I really
Subtle
want this
calamity.
sidearm from the Reckoning.
We
called
end, the data
Lonesome,
ends with us.
because of this
That
perk,
fate is
Swashbuckler.
too terrible to comprehend.
This weapon has increased damage
Oh, that's
from
me
melee
right now.
kills and
Lonesome.
kills with this weapon. Oh, I didn't even mean to make that joke, but
Single and it's been months. Lonesome indeed.
it's been, in my
Guardian,
case, it's been 2
what
weeks, but
puzzles do you
I'm
bear?
still lonely.
I got a better one for you. Traveler's Judgment 5.
No, you know what? You know what? Bare bones.
Last hope.
A couple just names there is Sturm and Drang.
The gay couple.
Yeah, why not?
Oh dear lord, yes.
Midnight coup.
No, you know what? Always on time.
Always on time.
The blast furnace.
If it was
I still
Sergeant
really
Ermy,
want
he'd probably name his Warden's Law.
Warden's Law.
Remain
Hey, Yo Face, I
vigilant.
think I
Verse
know
was
what you
still here,
should
beat
name
their
your left
better
hand.
tools.
Safe as we
What?
think.
Steady hand.
Yep.
Want the arrow piece on top. That's
Fucking steady hand. I didn't want to laugh to give you credit
Hey.
for that, but fuck you.
Hey, Shifty, how would you describe your coworker's step?
my coworker's step.
Yes.
Yeah, I do have a coworker that I make fun of on a regular basis just because we call him Sloth. He stomps around, he's really slow, and his hands wiggle when he moves. So,
I don't want him to enlist. He should leave
I have plenty to go off of with that.
Well, it just seemed like a while ago that you and Alpha made fun of a person named
Yes,
Step, which I
Guardian, by
assume
all
was a
means.
coworker.
Let's get started.
Oh, Steph! I thought you said Step.
Step. Oh, yeah, I
That's
did
what I
say
heard.
Step, but I thought she was called Step because we have a person named Step in my workplace, which kind of associated with the idea that there's
Ignorance is a prison cell.
hang on. It's not the same.
Sometimes
Oh my
any
God.
realm is the key.
Yeah, no.
Someone names their shit the end.
At the end.
How would you describe Steph?
Steph,
Yes.
if we're referring to Estefania.
Yes.
A hoe.
That's why her coot should be named the Home for the Lost, named after the hand cannon.
Home for the Lost.
The 11th hour.
Someone named their shit first and last out.
Oh, yes,
Guardian, by all
the
means.
Shifty was
shotgun.
on about that one on the video that I made about that. She was dying on that one,
Yes.
and the morning comes.
Good bone structure.
Yeah, she was. Are we gonna go through this again?
Yes, it's just how it happens.
Dick names for shotguns.
Last man standing.
Shotgun names for dick names. Fucking got the toil in trouble.
Just in case.
Gravity slingshot.
Ignorance is a prison cell.
Oh, this is gonna be
Giant.
bad.
And
A sudden
is the key.
death. Last man standing.
I just said that one.
Oh, you did? Fuck.
I still think
Speak
that
to
the
me,
golden
not
boy
the
for the legendary
darkness.
weapons is the morning comes.
Yeah. The morning comes.
That and Home for the Lost.
Loaded question.
Alone is a god.
As for the armor
Yeah,
pieces,
alone is
I have another world. Takes the cake.
Well, yeah.
Alone as a god is when it's when you've been single for a year and that's you're alone as a god.
This sweet business.
The soul
Sweet
survivor.
business. Sweet business is always fun.
Bite of the fox.
The risk
I'm
runner.
not.
obviously.
I was killed by that one, but what is Bite of the Fox?
A sniper.
Oh,
It's
that's a
a
shotgun.
sniper rifle. It's a.
Oh
ID.
my god. It stared back.
the presentation. Oh, and obviously, there's Shax's dick, the Queenbreaker.
Yeah, he gets that one.
He gets that one. Nobody else has that.
And this is what I named my ex-girlfriend's ass, the Thunderlord.
I was going to say 1,000 voices.
The one that you're actually Shifty Sven's ass should be named the 1,000 Voices.
Yes. Gosh, my dog is so damn gassy.
Tell off of that one. Epi says Sven's ass is now the 1,000 Voices. What about the rocket bomb?
Rocket vomit.
Yeah.
Wardcliff Coil. Wouldn't that imply that your dick coils?
Oh dear lord.
Because it sprays everywhere.
Alright, yeah, that makes sense.
The money shot.
You know what? Hang on. This is a long time coming. We need to. Where is it?
Am I still broadcasting? Yeah, I am.